So I did my project on globalization and privatization of natural resources. Um, Privatization of natural resources is something that's been going on ever since globalization really started in the 80s, but it's really been persistent ever since the early 2000s when I first started doing research on this subject. I will discuss what it means to different countries and different entities involved. There's entities, the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, who have been taking or privatizing poor countries or third world countries' water supplies. A recently released report estimates that by 2030, 47% of world population will be living in areas of high water stress and water scarcity. There's things like water terrorism, water piracy, conflict over oil, water, land. It's basically just a thing that they take advantage of countries who are unstable or unable to support themselves because of different political or economical, socioeconomical reasons. So what they do is they'll give them a loan that they'll never be able to repay back, or they'll basically just find a way to strong arm rob their natural resources. And once they go through that loan, or once they don't make their payments, they're forever indebted to these organizations and corporations. We take for granted that we can drink clean water. We pay a water bill, but if our water bill was more than the price of the rent, then only rich people will be able to drink clean water and bathe and wash their clothes and everything like that. There's places in the world where people really have to still wash up in rivers and do their clothes, other ways. I mean, it's an ongoing issue, and it's only getting worse. When I first started looking into it in 2003, it was certain countries. Now it's even more countries that have been taken over, and the globalization goes to a corporate level that even companies like Coca-Cola and PepsiCo are getting piece of the action and owning these countries' water supplies, water refineries, controlling the price and the distribution. It's basically just something that's on the rise. We need to raise awareness for it. We need to fight for the rights of people to drink clean water. We don't want water to be held over people. It's like a joke. How much would you pay for the air? Well, how much would you pay for the water? It's not much of a joke. It's a real thing. And basically, it's just something that's getting worse and worse. And globally, the United Nations and everybody needs to do something about it as soon as possible. Not as soon as possible, but basically on a more increasing level to combat these kinds of corporate theft and tyranny.